I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV. We are here at the CCA convention in Las Vegas for 2013. I am having the pleasure of speaking with Cycle 30's Miss Wendy Gonzalez. How are you today?
I'm very good, Tony.
Excellent. So, listen, for all of our first-time viewers out there in bnetTV land, give me a brief overview of Cycle 30 and what exactly you're doing here at the Competitive Carriers Association conference.
Okay. Cycle 30, we are a hosted order-to-cash software as a service solution. So we basically provide the entire back office for carriers at the CCA. We're here at the CCA because that's really where our bread and butter is. We focus on the smaller providers. Smaller providers need fantastic solutions just like larger providers do. So that's why we're here.
So tell me something. What makes Cycle 30 better than your competitors within the market space?
So there are a number of reasons why Cycle 30 is unique. Probably the first one is focused on operator heritage. We actually were born out of GCI. GCI is actually a member here at the CCA. They are a wireless provider, facilities-based wireless, cable, long distance and commercial and enterprise communications provider. So first is our operator heritage. It's one thing to build a software, it's another thing to operate a software. So we think we've got a really unique advantage there. The second is really in the business and technology innovation. Through our operator heritage, we know what it takes to actually run and operate a software. And last but not least, we know everybody really loves their billing provider. Not so much. Our focus is to really provide the best level of customer service possible.
So I have, I'm going to go with two particular questions here that I like to ask. One is, when people get their bill, sometimes it can be pretty confusing. So who is responsible for that at the end? Is it the white label solution provider or is it the carriers?
You know, that's a really good question, Tony. A lot of it has to do with how the data comes from your billing system. So I would like to say that, you know, the carriers, it's really not all on them. There's a lot of complex information. You need to have a solution that is configurable and flexible enough to actually translate that complex detail into something that's readable.
So that being said, and I can appreciate where you're coming from, what are some of the challenges that Cycle 30 has faced within the last 18 months that within the next 18 months is going to make you that leader in the industry?
We've actually experienced it from a carrier's perspective. So being an operator, the thing that we understand is that when you try to roll out a new product, that's probably one of the number one things that a carrier is faced with is how do you respond, especially as a smaller carrier, to the AT&T, to the Verizon, to that next competitive offering. And then to follow up on your last question, it's how do you take that and actually make that into something that's understandable, both from a product offering standpoint as well as on your invoice and on your bill. So we focus quite a bit on these product catalog and other administrative tools to where we can basically present a front end to a marketing person and allow them to create their own plans and offerings and push those offerings into production.
Why is it important to be involved with the Competitive Carriers Association?
Well, because these providers, they need the same kind of solutions that the large providers do. They are responding in the marketplace when, you know, a new set of plans comes out, like offering handsets without being able to, order new handsets without actually having to pay a subsidy. Those are things that the competitive carriers have to respond to as well. We're here to show them that billing can be an enabler to the business, not the constraint.
My final question to you, Wendy, is going to be, what are we going to see from Cycle 30 within the next, let's say, 12 months?
We've got some exciting things coming up, Tony. So one of the things I'd love to share with you is that in the fourth quarter, we're going to be releasing our machine-to-machine vertical solution. We've had the pleasure of working with both hardware providers, aggregators, software providers, and we're going to provide an end-to-end back-office solution that helps enable M2M services.
Well, I hope we get a chance for an update again here close in the future. It seems like Cycle 30 is well positioned within the market space to create some wonderful critical mass. And apparently we're going to see each other maybe at the TM Forum in San Jose.
Absolutely. I'll see you there.
Fantastic, fantastic. I've been speaking with Wendy Gonzalez of Cycle 30 here at the CCA conference in Las Vegas for 2013. I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV.